Ebusia, my mama kwaba ediba eye for sports corner so ene me no ka say the Ghana Football Association akachi na ya bepema ni nyina the senior soccer team the Black Stars of Ghana coach Otoo Addo and then the second coming of the coach no betima babioma when him say World Cup Qualifiers pass so the dindin ono adea e was so name the players no omo betimi akogyina no mesi aka no ne we share players a obobom di na kyese adea na there some players bia enkanwa Ghana for baby na entiase won so no me be players a omuntimi enkan then I wait na aka fam Abranten said Andrew Morgan are you captain of the side and Abranten enkan na ono so emunsam no yadni nyina ebetimi abrawo baba man adea papa coach Otoo Addo kasa fa Abranten ho na ni nyina ne say Ghana for ye kan obi dent na Ghana for kan obi because we share where man ebobo wi a in summer Ghana for e kan fa Abranten ho no adea nsebata no ama Abranten say Yaman America kra and so betimi aba na so far so good one local player pen or coach Otoo Addo betimi abo afre no e dey aka squad no ho ono so ya asema ono so e ya asefin ana say bebre na adwuna wo montiase e ya plantia ono e first Frederick Asare goalkeeper e dey makrobia Kumasi Asante Oloko me say update a wo do na betimi aba nti koso follow me na share na me fa more update so fa medino e di odifo.
So with me, I think I have like 4, 5, 6 systems in my head which I can play. So I'm not like I will play like this. So I don't think I'm easy to predict. And yeah, so the tactics vary. They vary. So we have and also varies with the opponent. It also varies with the players we have at that moment, at that very moment. And surely I'll try my best to bring out their biggest strength. So I can't say I'll play like this or I'll play like this, and yeah. If the Dortmund way is that bad, at least they're in the final of the Champions League. So maybe I should use that way. I don't know. The first question, I was not there when the other coaches were there. I know when I had to go because. And people have been asking me a lot about this, why I left, but this was part of the negotiation with Dortmund that I will be there for a certain term, and after the World Cup I have to come back. That's why I had to go back to Dortmund. And why other coaches didn't succeed, I was not there to say anything about that. You have to ask the FA, not me. And the second question was what? I think I grew older. I learned a lot within these 2 years, no 1.5 years. I learned a lot, and yeah, I think I'm better than before. So I'll try to bring my expertise into the game, my knowledge into the game, and like I said, I try to bring the knowledge of my technical team as well into the decisions, and yeah, hopefully we make the right decision to win the next game. This is what I'm thinking at the moment, and yeah, that's it. Stay on the microphone. Right, the first question again because it's too much for me.
Okay, so the first question has to be with now Andre is out. Who's going to
Thomas Partey. Okay, second question.
Okay, great. Now the second question has to be with after the game against Uruguay and the pressure.
Okay, and actually, I never said this. You have to go back, make your research, and listen closely to what I said. And for me, I can just say, this comes to me. Me, I have a free mind. I'm totally free. I was happy the way the FA, because I heard a lot of stories before I came, let me do my thing. To be honest, I don't know if I can say it. The only pressure they gave me was to bring local players. The only pressure, and I will be looking, and I will look even closer now that I'm full time. I have a full-time appointment. I will look closer. I will look closer to the league. I will observe the league live, not only on video. Live. I will be here. I will be watching. We're going rounds. I'll be watching. I will try to help as much as I can. I will I will look very, very closely. For me, if a player is good, he's good. It doesn't care where he comes from or where he plays. If I like a player, I will take him. And I will look very close to find players from the local league. Very, very close. So I'll be doing my tours, I'll be watching games, I'll be traveling. I will have time for this, and I'll use the time to watch, especially the local league. I'll take both questions, please. So the first one, like to look in 10 years, you said? Yeah.
What would you consider a success after your 10-year ends?
Like I said, good football, but at the end, good football will end in good results. No, and if anybody at the end of the day will say the way we played was bad, then I take it as my loss. Like I said, sometimes in football, it's whether the ball goes on the post and in or out, it's inches which can decide about your future. And it's very difficult to predict results, but I'm a strong believer if you prepare well, if you give the players the joy, and they have the joy with the ball, if you give this to the player, the chance to play with the ball, to bring out the biggest strength, then I'm very, very convinced that we will be successful.
Yeah. And coach, yes.
I've tried to make changes here and there, so but we'll give out shortly a day where we have an open training session. As I know it's very, very important for the Ghanaians also to see the players. I really understand this, but for me the biggest concern is like, because we having just 6 days, 7 days of preparation, I will have everyday tactical sessions, because like I said, I'm a strong believer of giving out knowledge and want the players to know what they have to do. In turn, they are leading. In turn, we are leading. In terms of I don't know, we get a red card. I want to go out through every scenario, and therefore I have to prepare the team tactically well. And if these tactics are being filmed and the opponent can see what we're doing and they can prepare well, I hope you understand that it won't benefit us. So for this, I have to say sorry for not letting all the session being open. I'm very, very sorry for that.
And coach, my name is.
Yes.
My name is Kwekuzorika.
The aim was to qualify for the World Cup, and we did it. And I think we were pretty close, even though we lost 2-0 against Uruguay. We're pretty close to advance to the next stage. And for me, it's not an unfinished business. For me, it's just like an opportunity for me personally to get the best out of the boys. The last time, I'm a good coach. This is the first thing. But surely the experience we had as players or playing at the World Cup, surely if we use it wise and we reflect on our experience, so it's the most important thing is not maybe the experience, but the reflection on the experience, which will help you to give better advice for those who are in the same situation that we were 20 years ago. So, and this is what you have to think of before you meet the players. This is what we talk about, how we prepare before we meet, and then we give our expertise and our experience insight into the players and to the players to take good decisions. And this is what we can do, and in this case, surely it helps. But the first thing, and this is what we're doing, we have to reflect on our experience. I've seen his performance. I talked to him. But at the moment he's not ready to come back. I don't know exactly what he experienced with the national team, but maybe I want to take this opportunity also to indicate that every one of us has a high responsibility. I don't know what happened after that game, but Surely it affected him and his family, and I think we as human being can do better than do such things for somebody who's giving his best for his nation. We have a lot of players who are sacrificing a lot. They can't be at their daughter's birthday party, they can't be at their wife's wedding, or not the wife's wedding, that makes sense. At the brother's weddings or sister's wedding, they don't go to funerals because they're here. They sacrifice a lot to be with the team, to help Ghana to succeed. And when the answer is, when they don't perform, that we have to bully him and insult him, and I don't know, it doesn't, for me, it's not good. It's not good enough. And this is not my responsibility. It's all of our responsibility, especially the media. And for me, anybody who talks, and it's not like who's personal on somebody, you will never look good. In my eyes, you will never look good. That's why I won't talk openly bad about a player or whatever. I will never look good. And anybody who does it, whether he's right or wrong or whatever, you will never look good. If it's not personal, it's just maybe tactically or performance-wise, okay, that's okay. But if you go beyond that, I don't think it's helpful. And in this case, I think we would have needed him very, very much. I had a long talk with him. I even wanted to fly to his place to talk to him, but he was very, very sure that he won't come at this moment of time. He won't come back. And it's very, very sad that it's our fault that he's not coming back. There's so many different players, and I don't think this is the right frame. We can talk about it another time, but this is the right frame to talk about, because it's not like this is the standard. You know, there's so many teams who have done well, and there are also some teams who need to improve. But it's difficult because to measure, because for me as an outsider, I don't know how much, let's say, money they have to build a team. What are the conditions and everything? So it's very, very difficult for me to judge on the standard of the league. You know, it's impossible. The part we will work on, we discuss it with the coaching staff. This is a very good question, and every game is different, I have to say. So sometimes you have more space which you can attack. Sometimes you have smaller space which makes it difficult for you to score. But there it's about creating solutions. And this is also one part of the training, to be solutions, how we can score goals. And at the end, it's about the players who hopefully will transcend these ideas on the pitch. But it's not easy. It's different if you play in Europe. There are different conditions, there are different pitches. The weather is cooler. So we have to adapt to the situations where we're in, and still we can do better. We try our best to implement our ideas into how we can score more goals. It's difficult to talk about the future, and I haven't talked to him yet. So once he's ready, in general our doors are always open. But our full concentration is now on the Mali game, and this is a bright future. It's difficult to. It's not that easy or not. We can't bring in players who have been playing for another national team before, so they need to get released from in his case, from England, and then it goes to FIFA, and FIFA will send the release to us, and then we can apply for him. So it's a whole process which is going on, and to be honest, my head is not there at all. So my head is fully on Mali, on the boys which are here, and concentration is fully on them, and we will have to make anything happen to win this game. Just talk for my period of time when I was here as a national coach, and I think we really did well. And this is the same culture and habits which I want to implement into the team. And surely we will, the closer we get together to support each other, the more success we will have. And this is what I try to implement. And I'm very, very sure the players will understand and will don't have time for any personal things. Like I said, we have to work together as a team, and this is the only way we can have success. And I think the players, they will know it.